Hi, Anna Black on the Career Couch here. In case you've missed the previous videos, this is a series of really short videos on career change tips. And today I want to talk about identity. This is a really big one. And what I mean by this is this notion that we are what we do. So think about how often when you meet someone new, whether it's at a professional networking event or through a personal connection or a friend, how often do you get asked, so what do you do? It's right at the forefront of our minds. It's one of the first questions we ask, if not the first question. It's what we want to know so that our brains can classify people and put them in a box and figure out who they are. Interesting, hey? Now, this poses a bit of a challenge down the track. If we decide that, once we've built a successful career in a certain field, if we decide we no longer want to do that, that can be really difficult to let go of. Okay, so there's two main challenges that I want to highlight here and get you thinking about. So if you feel this way, firstly, if we're really tied to the identity in our career, then often we don't really know ourselves very well. Okay, so we've gone down a path, we've become whatever it is, an engineer or an accountant or a lawyer, and we've never really had to think about who we are and what we enjoy and what we want to do. We do what is required of that job and we progress up the ladder or however professionally, and we don't need to think about it. So if you're thinking about career change, making a change, then it can be quite challenging then, because you've got to start from scratch and figure out, okay, well, what do I want? What am I actually interested in? What do I enjoy doing? What motivates me? And, and we can sometimes come a bit unstuck there. It's a really uneasy feeling, not knowing ourselves, because we've been on this path without really having that self-awareness and thinking about the direction that we've been going in. So that's one challenge. The other challenge is it can be really hard to let this identity go, and I mentioned that briefly before. Very, very difficult. So if we've built up this reputation, this status, of being in a profession that is valuable, we're therefore valued by other people, and I think we then value ourselves, and it becomes tied to our self-esteem. So then to try and let that go is very, very difficult, because if we let that go, it's like we're then less valuable. Okay, that's really challenging, but I want to give you some hope here. It's not all doom and gloom. Because there is a solution to, how to do that, how to let go of your identity. And the solution is to get really, really clear on who you are and what you do want to do. And that's something I can help you with. If you want some help and you want some more advice around that, I can absolutely show you the process you can go through to do that, and figure out who you are and figure out what you want. But that is the solution. If you get really clear on what you do want, then the pull towards that new career becomes stronger than the tie you have to your old identity. And it makes that decision much, much easier to move towards something that you know in your heart that you really want. I hope that's helpful. It's a really deep one, a really big subject, this identity concept. So, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you, and I will see you for the next career couch tip very shortly.